Welcome in. Thanks for joining us for the WHHI Daily News, where we strive to bring you more Lowcountry news more often. I'm Bob Stevens. We begin with the continuing debate over new bridges between the mainland and Hilton Head Island. For the third time in 2 weeks, Town Council met Friday and listened to public comment from another 100 residents on deadline day for approving municipal consent to the county and state's plans to build a new bridge to the island. One 6-lane span with a breakdown lane each way and likely a separate pedestrian and bike lane. Much of the public input asked for delays or outright denials of the consent agreement. State Senator Tom Davis explained that he would try to keep funding in place in case the town wanted to delay the project further, but he could not guarantee that. You can find out what happened on the vote and learn more about the project on the town's website. If accepted, the bridges would parallel the current bridges but would go over Pinckney Island before attaching again to the William Hilton Parkway. It would also be modified to serve 6 lanes to Spanish Wells Road, that parkway. Construction of the project would likely take at least 3 years, but would not interrupt current traffic flow, and when it's done, could improve drive times during rush hours by up to 15 minutes. Just in time to beat the July 1st deadline, Beaufort County's council has approved next year's budget, just over $154 million, that promises no millage increase for county taxpayers. Just over $100 million of that budget is going to the Capital Improvement Fund, including about $10 million for parks, pools, and pickleball courts. Well, you had to know this was coming, as hot and dry as it has been lately. The Beaufort Jasper Water and Sewer Authority is asking us to stagger our lawn watering until we get some more rain. They're asking nobody to water on Monday mornings, and for customers with odd-numbered addresses to water only on Tuesdays, Thursdays, or Saturdays, and those with even-numbered addresses to water on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. Nearly half of current water demand is from irrigation, and on Wednesday, the BJWSA reported 35 million gallons of water were used by customers. The capacity of the system is only 39 million gallons. Typical demand can be as low as 13 to 17 million gallons during the winter. The Beaufort County Sheriff's Office has finished its investigation into activities of 4 members of the Bluffton Police Department, but the 4 will remain on paid administrative leave until the State Law Enforcement Division finishes its probe. The 4, including former Interim Chief Scott Chandler and Public Information Officer Bonifacio Perez, were put on leave May 9th. Details of their possible transgressions have not been released, and neither has the Sheriff's Department investigation. Big times for Senator Tim Scott. Besides a shout-out during Thursday night's debate from former President Trump, Scott and his fiancée Mindy Nose announced their wedding date, August 3rd, just a couple of weeks after the GOP convention in Milwaukee that could see Scott picked as Trump's running mate. Who knows? The 58-year-old Scott and his 47-year-old life mate will tie the knot at the Seacoast Church in Mount Pleasant. Scott has never been married. Nose is a Charleston area interior designer and mother of 3. For more details on these stories and other Lowcountry news, we invite you to visit the sources listed on your screen. How much longer will the heat continue? Any changes at all in the forecast? Maria Soden?
Thanks, Bob. Yep, so taking a look ahead, as we get into this weekend and going into next week, we're still going to be under a heat advisory, and we're supposed to be seeing more scattered showers and thunderstorms throughout our region. But taking a look at Saturday, it's going to be sunny to partly cloudy with widely separated thunderstorms throughout the day, but it should be cleared up by the evening. Hilton is of a high 89, a low of 78. Bluffton is of a high 89, a low of 75. And Beaufort is of a high 90 and a low of 76. Come Sunday, it's going to be sunny to partly cloudy again with a heavy thunderstorm rolling in the afternoon, but again should be cleared up by the evening. Hilton is of a high 88, a low of 78. Bluffton is of a high 90, a low of 76. And Beaufort is of a high 90, a low of 78. The sunrise for this weekend is going to be at 6:19 and sunset's going to be at 8:33. Taking a look at the tides, Saturday low tide's going to be at 10:13 a.m. and high tide's going to be at 3:22 p.m. And then come Sunday, low tide's going to be at 11:09 a.m. and high tide's going to be at 4:20 p.m. Taking a look into next week, Monday is going to be sunny to partly cloudy with thunderstorms throughout the day and going into the evening. Highs to be in the upper 80s, lows in the 70s. Then come Tuesday, again, it's going to be cloudy with scattered showers and thunderstorms throughout the day, but it should be cleared up by the evening. Highs to be in the 80s, lows in the 70s. And then come Wednesday, we're supposed to see showers in the morning. It's going to be cloudy throughout the rest of the day. And then we're supposed to see another thunderstorm roll in later in the evening. Highs are going to be in the 80s, lows are going to be in the 70s. That's it for your low country crawl space weather. Let's head it back to the desk.
Thanks so much, Maria. We're going to spend the rest of our half hour talking about summertime. We're going to talk with the folks working at the beaches about different precautions you can take there. Also, if you're not going to the beaches, what kind of heat problems you might indeed encounter. And we'll also talk about the sea turtles. Stay with us.